good afternoon, and welcome to the very first virtual open day of False Bay TVET College. We usually bring young people into our campuses where they can meet the academic staff as well as our campus managers. But due to COVID-19 and like everybody else, we had to adapt to the new normal. So as indicated, this is a first for us, and I'm asking you for your forbearance should there be any technical delays. I would also like to share with you that this year marks the 18th birthday of False Bay College. So today we have learners, youth, parents and teachers joining us from all over South Africa. A hearty welcome to you all. I would also like to welcome our staff that have joined us in today's webinar. My name is Christiana Nel. I am the Deputy Principal for Innovation and Development at the college, and I'll be your Program Director or your host for this event. Now, we have received many questions from the registration forms, and these will be answered in the program we present to you today. You can, however, also ask questions. In the Q&A tab on your cell phone, laptop, or your desktop. Let's get to that. So if you use your laptop here, you would see there's the Q&A tab and the chat tab. If you use your cell phone, I suspect that the majority of you would probably use your cell phone. I'm showing now to the chat tab and the Q&A tab. Now, please only use the Q&A tabs to post your questions to us. However, if you like to chat to us to tell us where you are from and how you're doing, please use the chat tab. We are also live streaming to Facebook and will note your questions as well. So I am going to, in the next second, hand over to Ms. Hendricks, our principal. So without further ado, let's get future ready.
And I'm the principal of False Bay TVET College. Thank you to all the learners, the educators, parents and members of the public who are joining us on our first ever virtual open day. Traditionally, our open day has been a two-day event where invited schools could visit our campuses on the Friday to view firsthand the great facilities and learn about the programs offered at our 5 campuses. And on the Saturday, we hosted a parent seminar where we could discuss the pertinent questions that parents and guardians have regarding studies with False Bay TVET College. Today we have packaged a wonderful program for you, which includes all the information you need to inform your decision to study at False Bay in 2021. The benefit of the new normal is that you can watch it from anywhere. Today's program can be viewed again at a later date, and it will be posted on the college website. A panel of staff members are present today to answer your questions in the Q&A session, which we'll have at the end of the program. I want to share a little bit about myself with you. I've been in education for many years. I started my career as an English teacher and a career counselor at Livingston High School many years ago. And with 4 children of my own, I know the anxiety and the process that goes hand in hand with decisions about your career path and what course of study will bring you closer to your career aspirations. We have all heard about the 4th Industrial Revolution and how this will impact the future of work. But today I'd like you to consider why choosing to study at False Bay TVET College will prepare you for the future. But firstly, I'd like to explain to you what technical and vocational education and training colleges are all about. False Bay College is a public institution. We form part of the Department of Higher Education and Training, a national competency that includes the universities, the SETAs, the TVET colleges and community colleges. All courses offered at TVET colleges are accredited by one of 2 quality councils, namely Umalusi and the Quality Council for Trades and Occupations, normally abbreviated as the QCTO. TVET colleges support the achievement of the strategic outcomes of the Department of Higher Education, including 2 key sub-outcomes. Number 1, to increase access and success in programs leading to intermediate and high-level learning. And secondly, increase access to occupational programs related to scarce and critical skills with a special focus on artisan skills. So what are the expectations of government? Government sees TVET colleges as the primary vehicle to deliver critical skills needed in South Africa to support economic growth. Government aims to have 2.5 million students enrolled in TVET colleges by 2030. Government also strongly supports a work-integrated learning approach to training delivery, which is a blend of theoretical and practical training at the college with workplace-based experience or exposure. The college established 2 wonderful centers of specialization, namely rigging and mechanical fitting, which beautifully reflects this blend of integrated learning. So what is our vision as an institution? False Bay College's vision is to be the leading technical and vocational training college in South Africa. We are placed in the top 10 TVET colleges in South Africa for academic performance and have received various awards acknowledging our impact on skills development in South Africa. We continue to be acknowledged and celebrated as a college with sound management by the Auditor General of South Africa. Our systems are audited annually by the South African Bureau of Standards to ensure compliance and continuing improvement of systems, processes, and customer service levels. What is our mission? False Bay College is a gateway to employment, entrepreneurship, and higher education through relevant and accessible quality training programs as part of lifelong learning. This means that every student who completes a qualification at False Bay College will be guided along 3 pathways. Number 1, we link our students to a work experience opportunity that will lead to employment. And this outcome is supported through the work of the Linkages and Partnerships Department that establishes strategic partnerships with industry. We also have a dedicated work integrated learning department who assists students to enter the world of work. Number 2, we guide our students toward further studies because we believe that a student must be able to seamlessly articulate from our college into a higher education institution program. We have a wonderful agreement with CPUT to offer the level 5 higher certificates, and we are also collaborating with the 4 universities in the province to ensure improved access and articulation between the TVET colleges and the universities. And thirdly, the college has established a wonderful Center for Entrepreneurship in partnership with the Department of Small Business Development because we want students to understand how to start their own business, recognizing that this is the way of the future and will become a huge enabler of economic growth and job creation for South Africa. Let me share a little bit about our campuses. As the slide demonstrates, we have 6 campuses which are well positioned to provide access to all. And you will have the opportunity to meet our campus managers and they will go into our college program offerings in more depth. Distance learning is a mode of study and is included in the slide as we know that this is a very important mode of study for people working full-time. Even now under COVID-19, there's an even greater demand for remote learning and we foresee a big uptake in our distance learning programs. We're very excited about the development of 2 mega campuses at False Bay College. The first one is the building of the Swartklip campus, which currently trains riggers at the Center of Specialization. This campus, when fully operational, will be the largest training facility for engineering in the country, and this campus is currently under construction. The second campus about which we are very excited is the building of our Mitchells Plain campus, which will have a very different focus and will include scarce and critical skills required for sectors other than engineering. The establishment of these 2 mega campuses brings education right to the communities, to your door, and will be easily accessible by students. So let me share a little bit about what goes into the thinking when we plan our program offerings. We train for employment. The program qualification mix must be informed by critical and scarce skills, SETA sector skills plans, provincial and local economic needs, entrepreneurial development opportunities, and programs that support the green economy. Government recognizes that TVET colleges have a critical role to play in the development of critical and scarce skills that is so needed to help grow our economy in the country. So what differentiates or makes TVET colleges different from schools and universities. TVET colleges put the focus on learning skills that are geared towards specific occupations or careers. And this is very important because there are often more jobs available in fields that TVET colleges cater for. There is a view or belief that obtaining a qualification from a university is better because it automatically qualifies you for a high-paying career such as an accountant or a lawyer. And while this may be the case in some instances, there is little point in obtaining a degree and finding that it does not match with the jobs needed. Today, many TVET qualifications are better suited for some occupations. South Africa needs graduates with applicable, much-needed skills. TVET colleges offer courses that are aligned to scarce and critical skills needed in the country or skills in high demand. False Bay College is preparing students in qualification areas where more jobs are available. Secondly, and very importantly, the nature of the training, which combines knowledge, practical application, and workplace experience and exposure, means we are preparing students who are far more employable. There is a basket of exciting and interesting career paths open to applicants at False Bay College. If you are passionate about a particular career path, you can begin that preparation for that career, whether you're looking for a vocational grade 10 to 12 option or for a post-matric study path. At False Bay College, we offer a variety of study fields such as 2D animation, business studies, education studies, engineering studies, hospitality, ICT, safety and society, tourism, yacht and boat building, to name a few. Ms. Vermaak, our Acting Deputy Principal for Academic Services, will provide you with more detail on what these programs are, as well as the entrance requirements. One of the things that we value at False Bay TVET College is our student leadership. Our current SRC President, who is serving as the Chairperson of the Western Cape Provincial Student Structure, Sipokazi Zanazo, will give you a view into the student life at False Bay College a little later in the program. The members of our Student Representative Council, our SRC, continue to serve as true leaders among their peers. There is full participation of the SRC on various committees and governance structures at the college. At False Bay College, we are firmly committed to the development of you as an individual, and we always encourage you to be the best you can be and to have the courage to believe in yourself and your dreams. We want your time at False Bay College to have a positive impact on your life. And this is the context for our youth training and development program known as MOOT, a Norwegian word that translates into courage. The MOOT program creates a beautiful interactive space for students to develop social and life skills, because it is important that you graduate from False Bay College with more than just an academic qualification, but with skills for life to be able to communicate well, make decisions, problem solve, know how to develop healthy relationships, and know how to manage difficulties in your life with confidence. I'd like to share with you a story of the journey of one of our students whom I met a couple of years ago. This is a young man who came from a small town called Montague, and he was intending to study in Cape Town at one of the TVET colleges. It was not False Bay TVET College, by the way. When he arrived at the gates of one of our campuses, he realized that he was not at the college of his choosing. But I think that that wrong turn was actually the right turn in his life. And so he enrolled at the Westlake campus, and he graduated as a Westlake welding student. I met him just before his final year of study, as he was selected to be part of the group of students who was chosen to go overseas with us as part of a student exchange program to Sweden. This was his first experience traveling overseas, and I did not know him at all. But through that time in Sweden, I was able to see the caliber of this young man, and I could actually recognize his commitment, his dedication, and his passion for his life's purpose. And when he was in Sweden, he was overwhelmed with learning about Swedish training and culture. And when we came back, we were afforded another opportunity through our partnership with the US Consulate, through the Community Colleges Initiative Program. And I said to him, Brian, why don't you consider making an application to study for 1 year at a community college in the United States? And he was so overwhelmed. he said, Mrs. Hendricks, I think I should think about this. But he made his application and he was chosen to study at a community college in South Carolina, to step away from his home, from Cape Town, from his home in Montague for a whole year on his own. But I knew without a doubt that Brian had the qualities necessary to make that critical transition. And so he got international exposure through his studies. And I lost track, unfortunately, of Brian. And I never saw him for about a year or two. And one day, while visiting our Center for Entrepreneurship on our Westlake campus, which has 2 mini factories on either side, I wanted to just go in and say hello to everybody. And lo and behold, I met Brian. And he was delighted to see me. I was delighted to see him. And I asked him, Brian, what are you doing here? And he said to me, Mrs. Hendricks, I'm actually starting my own business. And he told me the story of what had actually happened to him when he left the college and he graduated. He got the valuable work experience needed for him to qualify as an artisan. And then he saw a tiny advert in the newspaper advertising, the college advertising and inviting graduates of the institution who were considering starting their own business to visit the Center for Entrepreneurship. And he said it was meant to be. He came back, and the Center for Entrepreneurship really helped him on his path to establishing his own business, which he's doing very well today. Brian, for me, exemplifies the journey that a student takes at False Bay College, that holistic interaction and support and exposure the college can provide. Mahatma Gandhi said, the future depends on what you do today. I hope you enjoy the rest of today's program, and we invite you to apply to study at False Bay TVET College in 2021. And I thank you.
At False Bay College, we are firmly committed to the development of you as an individual, and we always encourage you to be the best you can be and to have the courage to believe in yourself and your dreams. I want to be the best that I can be, reaching for my dreams, my destiny. FBC, False Bay College. www.falsebaycollege.co.za.
Good day, my name is Melanie Vermaak. I'm the Acting Deputy Principal for Academic Services at False Bay TVET College, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about our study options for 2021. The first question that many parents will be asking is, if my child leaves matric, and what are they going to do afterwards? Or if my child is at school and they want to leave school and come to college, what are the options? So for students who are at high school and come to us with a grade 9 pass, they can come into the National Certificate Vocational. This is a 3-year full-time program, and it is a vocational alternative to the academic curriculum. What are the options? So if you come to a TVET college, you'll be doing a National Certificate NCV, and that is for students who haven't completed their matric. This completion of this program, 3 years full-time, is the same as a matric. It is the equivalent of a matric qualification. The difference is that students will be doing a particular vocational field. So for example, one of the programs that we offer is the hospitality program. This means that students will be doing the fundamental subjects like they would at school, as well as particular focus on hospitality studies. The other fields of study that we have for National Certificate Vocational are tourism, engineering, business studies, information technology and computer science, and safety in society. This means that students are able to complete their secondary schooling in a particular vocational field. The next option is for our post-matric students, students who finish matric at school and now want to study further. University is not always an option in terms of the limited amount of space available at universities. The National End Diploma is a good qualification in terms of it has practical and a theory component. Students do 18 months of theory at the college and then go to the workplace for 18 months of practical. Once they've completed their 18 months of practical, they then submit their portfolio to the National Department of Higher Education and Training, and this is evaluated. Once they have met all the practical requirements, a National End Diploma is then issued to the student. This enables the student to enter into the job market as a well-qualified person with both theory and practical. The areas of study in our National End Diploma is Hospitality and Catering Service, Tourism, Educare. In Business Studies, there's a variety, and these include Human Resource Management, Management Assistant, Financial Management, Public Management, and Business Management. Students are then very, very capable parts of the workforce. We also offer, in partnership with CPUT, a higher certificate in ICT. Students for this program need a grade 12 as an entry criteria, and then there might be some other entry criteria that would apply. Students do a one-year program. There is a dual registration, so students are registered both as CPUT students and as False Bay students, and then exit at the end of this program with a ICT qualification at level 5. This gives them options to continue at CPUT in the diploma and the degree programs. Our trimester engineering programs is a very strong field both at our Kailicha and our Westlake campuses, and we have a variety of programs. It's the motor mechanics, electrical, plumbing, fitting and turning, fabrication, welding and carpentry. Students come for trimesters, and they would do a trimester at a time, which is a 10-week program. At the end of that, they would write an external exam and then progress to the next level. Once a student has a minimum of an N2 over 2 trimesters, they can then go out into the workplace and work as an apprentice for 3 years, and after that, they would be able to then do their trade test. Students also have the option of doing the N3, which gives them a slightly higher qualification, and we offer N4, N5, N6 in electrical only at our institution. Students who complete the trade test are very well skilled and are able to contribute to the workforce, as they are then artisans. And this being the decade of the artisan, this is what TVET colleges want to achieve. Our mandate is to produce artisans to support the skills needs of our country. How to apply? First step is to visit the college website to complete an online application form and submit the required documentation. After doing this, you will receive a unique AP code which confirms the receipt of your application. Once this has happened, all applications will be vetted by a committee and students will be informed of the outcome of their application. Successful applicants will be sent a letter of offer to study, and then this is when you do your registration. Once you have registered, you are then able to apply for NSFAS financial aid. This will then provide you opportunities to study at our institution in 2021. We look forward to welcome you at False Bay College.
Good day and hello. My name is Charlene Matthews and I am the Fisher Campus Manager. I've been in education for 21 years. I thrive on working with our youth in our surrounding communities. Welcome to False Bay TVET College, Fisher Campus, and we are situated in the heart of the South Peninsula, which is a very popular and spacious campus that offers a variety of business studies as well as IT courses to suit your passion. Be part of the IT revolution and or get business savvy. If you have grade 9 or grade 12, Fisher Campus has lots of programs to offer you. With your grade 9, you can complete the National Certificate Vocational in Finance, Economic and Accounting, Office Administration or Information Technology. Should you have grade 12, this will give you access to our National End Diploma in Business Management, and you can follow the following career paths. This you can do in Management Assistant, Human Resources, Public Management, Financial Management, as well as Business Management. With your grade 12, this will also give you access to Business Studies Occupational Learnership programs, and these programs that we offer are in Office Administration, NQF Level 5, a Junior Bookkeeping, as well as an Accounting Technician Level 4, Level 4 qualification, and they are registered with the PSYCHE board as well. If you want to be part of the fourth industrial revolution, our IT programs will position you for a lucrative career in this field. Campus has a well-resourced IT workshop. We also have virtual simulation software that can be used to help you to complete the practical component of IT. We offer the following occupational learnership programs in IT. which is a brand new qualification, is the computer technician, information technology system support, as well as MTA, which is Microsoft Technology Associate, and it's a role-based development to assist you with programming programs. Fisher Campus also offer a high certificate NQF Level 5 in IT Service Management in collaboration with Cape Peninsula University of Technology. There was never a better time for a career in IT. So many changes have taken place, and there is a growing need for high-skilled IT personnel in South Africa as well as abroad. In terms of our campus environment, the campus facilities at the campus are great. We have a well-resourced open learning center where you can study and use many books, electronic or hard copy, available for you to complete your assignments. There is free Wi-Fi and computer labs for you to access the internet for research. The campus have beautiful surroundings. We have beautiful mountain views, as well as amazing sports fields. That is where we have a fantastic team of girls and boys that play soccer and netball. We have 2 beautiful astroturfs for soccer and netball as well. And we host a lot of inter-campus tournaments. Our student cafeteria is always open to supply you with tasty snacks to keep you fueled and energized. Join this campus and be part of False Bay College community. This college has so much more to offer you as an individual. We also could develop great leaderships, especially in our students' SRC, and we want you to succeed. Caring and knowledgeable lecturers provide you with the academic support, and we have well-trained student support officers who are available at no cost should you require any counseling. Your journey with the college does not end once you have graduated. There is a team of dedicated staff from our Work Integrated Learning Department who will look for employment opportunities for you and prepare you for the workplace. We will assist you as well with career guidance and articulation to higher education qualifications. The study fields offered by False Bay TVET College combine both theoretical and practical elements which give you a head start in your chosen career. Visit the college website to find out more about the courses we offer, the entry requirements, as well as our bursary opportunities, our part-time studies and distance learning. Apply today and take that next step to fulfill your career aspirations. Make Fisher Campus your #1 choice.
Hello everyone, I'm Soshan Hassan Jackson, the college's Mitchells Plain campus manager. I've been employed at the college for over 20 years and I love what I do. Our campus can be found on Merridale Road in Mitchells Plain and a stone throw away from a bus and a taxi route, making it easily accessible to get to the campus. As a campus, we are actively involved in many community initiatives. We are also the preferred institution in higher education in Mitchells Plain. Mitchells Plain campus offers national diplomas within business studies, human resource management, public management, and finance management. The entrance requirement for these diplomas is grade 12. It is a 3-year diploma of which you do 18 months theory at the campus and 18 months in-service training. Only upon the 18 months in-service training will you graduate with your diploma. Our most famous course or diploma is Educare. Every year, our students are placed on waiting lists to join this program. We are very proud of our didactic simulation facility, which replicates the actual classroom/learning environment. This program is very popular amongst the young ladies. Practical exposure is ongoing as students visit sites once a week to enable them to gain hands-on experience throughout the theoretical component of the course. Responsive to the needs of our community, always looking to offer new programs in partnership with industry. These programs include a National Certificate in Wholesale and Retail, Level 2, specializing in merchandising and help desk. Office Administration, Level 5, certified by the Institute of Certified Bookkeepers. And in 2022, we will offer a General Education and Training Certificate, Level 1, specializing in wholesale and retail. While our campus is limited in space, we are able to offer the students access to all amenities that other campuses offer. We have a well-equipped open learning center with free Wi-Fi and a computer lab that they can use for research purposes. The campus has been recognized for academic excellence for many years, and we've received a DHET award with academic excellence within Educare. Everything we do is geared towards preparing the youth for the world of work. False Bay College has a work-integrated learning department which is responsible for going out to businesses and industry to create work-integrated learning opportunities for all students. In addition to this, job placement sessions are held with all NATED diploma students before they commence their internship. If you're interested in studying at Mitchell's Plain campus, speak to us about the online application process. All information that you will need is on the college website. It also talks to our part-time and distance learning opportunities. Servicing the community in Mitchell's Plain, we have noticed that many of our students come from difficult backgrounds. With the support of our amazing student support officer and the MUT program, which encourages our students to show courage, we have seen our students flourish and become ambassadors of success in their communities. We are looking forward to welcoming you to our Mitchell's Plain campus family. See you for the next intake.
Molweni, good day, goeiedag. My name is Haidom Teto. I'm the campus manager for False Bay TVET College, Kailicha campus. Allow me to talk briefly about our campus. Our campus is strategically positioned between Mitchell's Plain and Kailicha in Niue and Spine Road. We are offering a variety of academic programs at our campus. We are the only campus that doesn't specialize. So basically it means that if you have got grade 9 or grade 12 pass, then you can simply register with our college. We have got the NCV programs, we have got the NATED programs, and in the NCV engineering, we've got a 3-year program, automotive repair and maintenance, that is NQF level 2 to 4. And then we've got also the NATED programs, motor mechanical, electrical, as well as we've got the NCV, electrical infrastructure and construction, as well as the welding application and practice level 2. Then also offering business studies, and in the business studies, we are offering the following: the HR, human resource management, the financial management, business management, public management, and it's all grade 12 pass. And then you also have the NCV programs, which is the entry requirement, it's grade 9, and that is now FEA, Finance, Economics and Accounting, as well as the OA, that is Office Administration. We are also offering ICB National Certificate in Bookkeeping, that is level 3, as from January 2021, and the entry requirement is also grade 12. This higher certificate, it's in partnership, the college is in partnership with CPUT. Once you finish, the first year, then you'll automatically go and register, for the second year. Then again, we have got occupational programs, the end user computing, as well as the technical support. And for those of you who are interested in cooking, there is a 6-month program that we are offering, depending now on the availability of the funds. That is the assistant chef NQF level 2. And then we also have the pre-vocational programs. Some of you'll find that they do not qualify, for our NCV programs, and then they are referred, to this bridging course, which is called PLP, pre-vocational program. So I must say that we are doing well, as a campus and the college in this field, as we competed well and we are voted as one of the best performing campus in the country. We also offering a very nice qualification in the education field. For those of you who aspire to be principals as well as educators, in the ECD, this is the qualification that you can consider. It's called Early Child Development Level 1, 4, and 5. And we're also offering the National End Diploma in Educare, which is the entry requirement is grade 12. We also offering the National Diploma in ECD Level 5, and same as there, it's the grade 12 entry requirement. Our services, we are having a dedicated student support and development services officer at our campus, as well as occupational therapists, to ensure that our students, they get the best outcomes. Other services that we also offer is the Open Learning Center, which has got access, to which our students will have access to a free Wi-Fi as well as study resources. And it is open from Monday, 8 o'clock till Friday. And our opening, times, it's 8 o'clock up until 1 o'clock on Saturday. The study fields offered by False Bay TVET College combines both theoretical and practical elements, which gives you a head start in your chosen career. Our will department will assist you with job placement and ensuring that they are preparing you for the world of work. Let me then invite you to visit our college website to find more about our programs, our qualifications, and our entry requirements. And it is here that you can also find out about our part-time programs and distance learning. The NSFAS bursary opportunities covers transport, personal care allowance, and tuition. And in closing, we are in partnership with industry, great security to ensure that our students are safe, and are also in partnership with Peninsula Feeding Scheme to ensure that our students, whilst they are studying in the campus, they don't go hungry. We're looking forward to welcoming you to our college next year. Walala Wasal. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I'm the campus manager for False Bay College Muizenberg campus, and my name is Mariana Hearn. Muizenberg campus offers tourism, 2D animation, and hospitality. Our campus is located alongside the very popular Muizenberg beach in a very cosmopolitan area of Muizenberg, but also meters away from the train station. We have a very diverse student community, from skaters and surfers to creative and intellect. We're always looking forward to class group activities, which sets fire to the vitality of our college. Offering both NCV and post-matric national and diploma programs, we can choose to study towards your dream of working in the tourism, hospitality, 2D industry. You will require a minimum of a grade 9 certificate for entry into this 3-year program. However, upon completion, your level 4 will equate to a national senior certificate, also known as a matric. For those who have already completed high school and have a matric certificate, the Muizenberg campus can offer you a national end diploma in tourism, hospitality, and catering services. We have fully equipped kitchens for our hospitality services, and our campus is often filled with a wonderful aroma of our students whipping up delicious dishes. Encouraging entrepreneurship spirit, our hospitality students host regular food markets, and staff and students are encouraged to buy the tasty offerings. Our hospitality students has always participated and ranked in WorldSkills competition year on year. Each year, our tourism classrooms fill up with aspiring travel agents, hotel frontline officers, and tour operators. These students are passionate about our beautiful country and are keen to visit countries abroad. For the creatives, we offer 2D animation. This program provides the building blocks required for students interested in a career in graphic design, production, and animation. More than just academics, our students' overall well-being is important. In addition to our student support officer, one of the college occupational therapists are also located with us. False Bay TVET College supports inclusive education, and our campuses are equipped to assist learners with both physical and learning challenges. Furthermore, through our CETA and industry partners, our work integrated learning department is committed to finding world placement for our students to ensure they complete their practical element of the education journey with the college. Further support to our students is provided through workshops targeted at interview skills and CV writing. The facilities at the campus are great. We have well-resourced open learning centers where you can study and use many books available to complete your assignments. There is free Wi-Fi and a computer lab for you to access the internet for research. Visit the college website to find out more about the courses we offer, the entry requirements, as well as bursary opportunities. We are excited to meet future applicants interested in tourism, hospitality, and 2D animation at Muizenberg campus.
Good day, my name is Bradley Shrika and I am the campus manager of Westlake campus for False Bay College. I have a military background which shows in the efficient running of the campus. Known as the heart of the college's engineering arm, Westlake campus is situated in the picturesque Westlake area in close proximity to the Oudtshoornweg. The spacious campus features numerous sports facilities and well-kept grounds, coupled with modern training facilities. Our campus offers an assortment of programs in the mechanical engineering, civil engineering, as well as electrical engineering. We are also an accredited DHET Center of Specialization in mechanical fitting. False Bay College offers vocational, occupational, and skills training programs that provide students with scarce and critical skills and practical experience in fields that present good prospects for employment. In other words, we do not train for unemployment. The Westlake campus is the only campus which offers the SAFE National Certificate Vocational Program in Safety in Society. This training program requires a lot of physical activity, and part of the entry requirement is that you are physically fit and under the age of 25. Upon completion of this NCV program, it will provide the graduate the necessary entry requirements to further pursue careers in legal assistance, immigration and customs, correctional services, criminal justice environment, and matters related to the advocacy of the SA Constitution. The National Technical Education, also known as NATED, is offered at the Westlake campus in the following programs: electrical engineering, motor mechanics, fitting and turning, fabrication, welding, plumbing and carpentry. To apply for these programs, you will need a grade 11 with mathematics with a minimum pass of 50%, or grade 12 with maths or maths lit with a minimum pass of 50%. If you already know which artisan trade you want to pursue from an early age, enroll for our NCV programs in electrical infrastructure construction, motor mechanics, fitting and turning, and fabrication. For these programs, you will need a minimum of a grade 9 certificate or NQF level 1 equivalent qualification. For those who work with work experience but no formal qualification, you are encouraged to find out more about our competency-based modular training programs and visit our trade and level testing centers to find out how to achieve a Red Seal qualification. The campus services students locally and nationally, all from different walks of life. Our student support officer plays a vital role in the overall well-being of our students, not only responsible for students' activations, but ensuring they have a safe space to speak about personal matters. The campus also has a well-resourced open learning center where students can study and make use of the many books available to complete assignments. There is free Wi-Fi and a computer lab for our registered students' convenience. Gaining workplace experience is important, and our Work Integrated Learning Department, also known as WIL, understands this best. Committed to finding placement opportunities for our students, the WIL department bridges the gap between students and industry so that the practical work experience elements required to complete a qualification are met. A major achievement and success story of which we are very proud as a campus of has been our participation in the World Skills Competition. This is the Skills Olympics of the world. 2 of our panel beating and spray painting students won gold in the national tournament and participated in the Abu Dhabi and Russian international tournaments. They have gained valuable experience by being exposed to international participants and have brought this back to the college. We are also proudly the only TVET college to offer yacht and boat building at our Yacht and Boat Building Academy. This is an exceptional trade to enter into, as over the 3-year training program, the students are exposed to carpentry and joinery, welding, working with composite materials, electrical, plumbing, and mechanical engineering. 4 graduates are scooped up by the industry once they have completed their theory and practical studies. Visit our college website to find out more about the courses we offer, the entry requirements, as well as bursary opportunities. This engineering campus plays a vital part in meeting the demands for qualified, skilled artisans in South Africa. We look forward to welcoming you to the Westlake campus. I thank you.
Hello, I'm Marianne Teron, False Bay TVET College Distance Learning Manager. With recent events, it has become evident that the need for online learning is even more important than before. Learning does not need to be interrupted when it is done online. It is self-paced and the learner can access their content anywhere, anytime. Another advantage of distance learning is that students who could not complete their full-time studies and have 1 or more subjects left to qualify can do it through distance learning while they continue to work. The distance learning campus is located on the False Bay TVET College Westlake campus. The distance learning campus is dedicated to provide quality, relevant and accredited training options. The campus aims to make the distance learning experience worthwhile, effective and manageable by ensuring that students receive continual support and feedback throughout their study period. So, who is best suited for this mode of study? So, distance learning is suitable to the candidate who is committed, can do self-study independently, who is currently working or job seeking. The benefits of this mode of study include online and in-person lecture support, experts who can guide the student, and we are just a phone call away if there is any problems that you need to have solved. Candidates must be computer literate. They must have access to computer and internet as their study material is online and they engage with us through the online portal. They also do their assessments online. They must also be willing to travel to the Westlake or the Fisher campus to write their final exams at the end of their study period. Currently, we offer the following courses for the NATED programs in business studies, which is human resources, financial management, public management, business management, management assistant, and educare. And these are all offered from N4 to N6, and they are diploma courses. On the engineering courses, we offer electrical engineering N1 to N3, electrical engineering N4 to N6, motor mechanic N1 to N3, fitting and turning N1 to N3, and plumbing N1 to N2. Candidates who have completed their N2 engineering certificate are eligible to do their trade test after they've completed an 18-month in-service practice. They can do their trade test and become an artisan. We've got specific entry requirements for all of our courses. To qualify for the National N Diploma, a grade 12 is required and the candidate must preferably be employed in the relevant field. For the N1 to N3 engineering program, a grade 11 certificate with a maths pass of 50% is required, and it is preferable if the candidate is employed in the relevant field. Registered students also enjoy similar perks as their full-time and part-time students and would be allowed onto the campuses to access the open learning centers where additional resources are stored and made available to them. For further information, you can visit the college website and apply online, and you can start with your planned career and work towards your next promotion.
So thank you very much to our panelists. I can see that we are rather busy on the chat as well as in the Q&A. And as far as possible, our panelists are responding to your questions. We have, however, a couple of questions that I'm going to pose to our panelists. So Mariana Hearn, I'm going to pose the first two questions for you to respond to. The first question really is, how long would it take for the college to respond to my application and to inform me whether my application has been approved? And the next one, coupled to that, is will the college also notify me whether my application has been declined? Rihanna, could you please respond?
Thank you, Mrs. Nell. Good afternoon, all. Lockdown has taken place and it happened on the 26th of March, and our academic year has been postponed. So we have not had a semester 2 intake nor a trimester 3 intake due to the disruptions of COVID. We have migrated to an online application process, and campuses are capturing hard copies that we received at the beginning of this year, as well as our online applications. The first round of applications has closed on the 30th of September. A selection committee on the campuses are busy processing all the applications received. All prospective students will receive a response from the relevant campuses on the application. Whether the application has been successful or unsuccessful, they will receive a response. Students will receive once they've applied, students will receive a unique AP number, which they can use to track their application. These selection committees are busy with the application, and students should receive a response shortly. On that response of a successful applicant, a student will receive an offer letter, which they would have to accept. And our second round of applications will close on the 30th of November, and we will follow the same process. Thank you, Mrs. Nell.
Thank you, Mrs. Hearn. Mrs. Vermaak, the next question really relates to the type of support that the college can offer to any young person that would like to study NCV, as these people are young and they are so used to a school structured environment. Could you please respond?
Thank you, Mrs. Nell. So I think parents who are feeling anxious about sending a 15 or 16-year-old student to college, really, we want to allay your fears. So while we are a college, and I think my colleagues would be able to back me up here, our NCVs are really supported very well. We have homework checks, we have interventions with parents, we have report evenings, reports are sent to parents. So there is very much the kind of support that you would find at a secondary school. Our NCVs do find that as well. There's also a variety of support offered on campuses and various soft skills. In Mrs. Hendricks's video, she spoke about the MUT program. So there's various interventions as well as a student support officer on each campus to, look at any early interventions where that is needed.
Thanks, Mrs. Vermaak. Don't mute, please. I'm going to also pose the next question to you. The question is whether foreign students can apply to study at the institution.
Absolutely. Foreign students are most welcome to apply. The only criteria that is additional for foreign students is that they must have a valid study permit. So they must have the relevant refugee status, etc., and a study permit. And this is issued by Home Affairs. It's important that the student knows this is their responsibility when they come to register. They need to have that study permit. And if their study permit expires, they need to make sure that they also renew that study permit. Foreign students are also unfortunately not permitted to apply for NSFAS bursary, so they would have to fund themselves in terms of fees, college fees.
Thanks, Mrs. Vermaak. The next question really relates to when applications will be accepted, but I'm going to ask Mrs. Jackson to speak to this. The question is, I am currently in grade 12 and would like to apply to study next year. When will I be accepted? And it is a similar question as a little bit earlier that Mrs. Hearn responded to, but perhaps if you have anything else to add.
Certainly. So because the matric results will only be published late in 2021, around March, grade 12 applicants can apply, from 2020, can apply for semester 2 intake in 2021. Our semester 2 starts more or less in July.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson. Mr. Haidam Teto, I would like you to respond to the next question. The question is that the student has failed 2 subjects in matric and want to know whether he or she can really complete these subjects at the college.
Thank you, Mrs. Nell. Unfortunately, no, you cannot complete or rewrite metric, subjects with the college. However, you can enroll, with the community colleges, so that you can write and finish your metric, subjects. In our website, we've published a list of, the community colleges, conduct details where you can conduct them and see if you can enroll and complete, your metric certificate.
Thanks, Mr. Mteto.
Thank you.
I've got a couple of more questions that I'm quickly going to run through. In the meantime, please use the Q&A tab as well as the chat tab to engage with us. Love engaging with you. So the next question I want to direct to Ms. Matthews. Ms. Matthews, the question is really relating to age and whether the institution can take any person older than 33 years of age.
Hi, good afternoon, attendees. Our college don't have any limits when it comes to age. Many people start college at the older age, over 30, and they can do it via part-time or distance learning while they are employed. Now, specifically in our occupational programs, we offer so many occupational programs. And for example, in business studies, if you want to study ICP, which is a bookkeeping qualification, you can do it part-time. And a lot of our older students actually, they enjoy doing the course and especially to upskill themselves. So I would say, age should never stop any person from studying.
Thank you. Absolutely, Ms. Matthews. We believe in lifelong learning. So the next question, Mrs. Vermaak, again, unfortunately, I'm going to direct this question to you. The question relates to whether courses will start full-time in 2021 or whether it will take place online. Can you respond, please?
Thank you, Mrs. Nell. So we're really very optimistic that the 2021 academic year will flow as smoothly as possible. But in case of any kind of resurgence in COVID infections and any kind of lockdown, we have contingency plans in place. I think we've learned some good lessons this year, and we have various teaching approaches that we will put in place if we are forced into another lockdown. But at this point, we are optimistic that we'll have a good, normal functioning 2021 academic year.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Vermaak. Thank you to all our panelists, and thank you for responding to the questions raised. So I'm now going to move on to the next segment of our website. And one of the key questions that are asked, and I could see it coming up in the chats as well, is the issue of funding. How do you fund your studies when you study at False Bay College? And so the next presentations will answer just that. We have the National Student Financial Scheme with us here today, and they will explain to you and probably to us as well how to apply for bursaries. And Clive will join the NSFAS in explaining just that to you. Over to you.
Hi there, everyone. We're just waiting for our video feed to come through from Carl Fenter, who's managing things behind the scenes. He should be with us quite shortly. In the house, we have Patisa from NSFAS, and I see that we're starting to share our screens now. Hold on.
Molweni, my name is Patisa Ntlonze. I'm the Media Liaison Officer at NSFAS. I look after the public and media relations. The National Student Financial Aid Scheme is a public entity. We report to the Department of Higher Education and Training. We provide bursaries to students who come from poor and working class families who want to study at public universities or public TVET colleges. Over the past 27 years, we have funded over 3 million students in South Africa. What we offer as NSFAS, we offer a fully fledged bursary scheme, which entails a registration fee when you go to register in the beginning of the year. We pay for your tuition fees, and then we also pay for allowances. In our allowances, we have what we call a personal care allowance, which is an allowance to help you buy your toiletries and all your personal care belongings. Learning material allowance, which entails your books or your tablet or a computer if you need such. We also pay for your groceries, which is food, and we pay for accommodation for students who want to stay at residences that are provided by institutions or at private residences that are outside their institution. We also provide transportation for students who stay at home, who take transport to their institution. We also have what we call an NSFAS Disability Fund bursary. So this bursary is offered to students with disabilities. We also offer them the registration fee, tuition fee, and allowances. In addition to those, we offer them assistive devices and human support. So we would offer students with disabilities, if you require a wheelchair, if you require a specialized computer or a phone, we provide such. So those students need to fill in what we call an Annexure B or Annexure B disability form, which then that's where we get the information on what kind of assistance you're going to need in order for NSFAS to provide such. We fund over 50 TVET colleges across the country. We also fund over 26 public universities. All the list of TVET colleges and universities is available on our website, which is www.nsfas.org.za. Who qualifies for NSFAS funding? First of all, you must be a South African citizen. We don't fund foreign students. And you need to come from a family of a total household income of not more than 350,000 per annum. With students with disabilities, the threshold is 600,000. And you must be intending or currently studying at any public TVET college or university across the country. Who should not apply for NSFAS? A student that is currently funded by NSFAS. With NSFAS, you only apply once and you are funded for the duration of your study or qualification. So you don't apply every year. Students who already have undergraduate qualifications also don't apply because we fund you for your first undergrad qualification. Students who exceed the 350,000 per annum threshold as well as foreign students, as we only fund South African students. To apply for NSFAS funding, first of all, you need your ID document or birth certificate. You need ID copies of your parents, your guardian, or your spouse. We require proof of income. We require as well for vulnerable children. These are the children that are under the guardianship of social workers. So we require a form that is called the Vulnerable Child Declaration Form. For students with disabilities, we require what we call Disability Annexure A form. This is a form that needs to be filled in by your designated doctor so that we can know what kind of disability that you have. And then also students that are SASSA beneficiaries, we find those, they qualify automatically because we don't require any proof of income for those students. We currently open for our 2021 application cycle. We opened on the 3rd of August this year, and we'll be closing on the 30th of November. Our applications are fully done online via our website, which is www.nsfas.org.za and then /mynsfas. It's very easy to apply for NSFAS. All you need to do is to create an account which is on the My NSFAS portal. The portal is for all students currently funded and students who want to apply for funding for the following year. All you need to do is to go to our website. On your right-hand side, you will see an orange tab. You click there on My NSFAS, it will take you directly to the student portal. If you're already registered, all you need to do is to log in on the portal. If you are a new student, then you need to register your account in order for you to create a My NSFAS portal account. This is the important information that you need to recall before you apply for NSFAS. You need to remember that if you're already funded by NSFAS, you don't need to apply again. Funding continues until the end of the duration of your study or qualification. You would need, once you have received funding from NSFAS, you would need to sign what we call an NSFAS bursary agreement. This agreement has the terms and conditions of your bursary. For you to be fully funded, once you have applied for NSFAS funding, you need to be registered at any public college or public university across the country. The bursary is not repayable. This is a fully fledged 100% bursary from NSFAS. You must have an active My NSFAS account. This is where you log in to see updates from NSFAS. This is where you go to track your application status as well as other information that is necessary for you as a student. You must remember to have your own cell phone number and email address before you create the My NSFAS account. These details are the details that will be linked into your account. These details will be used to be linked to your ID number every time you have transactions that you're making on the portal. NSFAS does not fund private institutions. So these are private colleges and private universities. We don't fund students from those institutions. Students must apply on time for academic admission at the institutions of their choice. So these are your universities and colleges. You need to apply on time while you're also applying on time for NSFAS bursary. It's easy to apply for NSFAS. All you need to do, the first step is to create your My NSFAS account. This is your profile and it's personalized to your ID number. So one profile per ID number. You cannot have duplicate account. All you need to have is an email address and a cell phone number and your ID number. You create the account by going to the My NSFAS website. There's a link, My NSFAS portal. You go there, you create an account. Once you've submitted all your information, you received a one-time PIN, which is sent to the cell phone number that you have provided us and the email address that you have provided with us. So it's very important to make sure that you input the correct details in order for you to be linked correctly. Once you have created your My NSFAS portal, you can log in order for you to submit your NSFAS application. You would see an orange tab which says Apply Now. You click on that tab and then a drop-down buttons will be given to you as options. You need to input the correct information on the application form and always remember to attach supporting documents. This is a copy of your ID or birth certificate, copy of ID of your parents, guardian, or spouse, proof of income if your parents or guardians are working. If your guardian or parent are not working, then we don't require any proof of income. You also need to attach a disability form if you're a student with a disability. This year, what we've done is we have taken out the option to fill in the consent form. All the information that is on the consent form will be at the bottom of your screen before you submit your application. All you need to do is to give NSFAS consent and click the button there in order for you to submit your application. Once your application is submitted, you will receive an application reference number on your cell phone and email address. So always remember that you will need to be sure that you receive the reference number on your phone or email address. Should you not receive it, please go back and check if your application has been submitted successfully. Applications will close on the 30th of November midnight. So remember that you need to submit your application before the closing date. Should you require any information from NSFAS, you can contact us through the NSFAS Virtual Contact Center, which is on social media and emails. We are on Facebook as National Student Financial Aid Scheme. We are on Twitter at MyNSFAS. We are on Instagram at MyNSFAS, or you can send us an email at info@nsfas.org.za. So hurry up and take control of your future.
Hello, my name is Clive Beekes. I am the Financial Aid Manager here at False Bay College. I'm here to tell you a little bit about bursaries. Most of our students study with bursaries from Department of Higher Education, and applications happens through NSFAS. That's the National Student Financial Aid Scheme. Who qualifies for a NSFAS bursary? Well, firstly, you need to be a South African citizen. Secondly, you need to be academically deserving, and then you need to be financially needy. Criteria as follows. To qualify for a NSFAS bursary, the household income must not be more than 350,000 Rand per annum or per year. And we also look at your latest academic results to determine if you're academically deserving. That means you are allowed to enroll for a program at the college. Important to note, for returning students to keep qualifying for the bursary, you need to be academically successful. And that means the following. Our trimester students and report 191, N4 to N6 students need to pass a minimum of 3 out of 4 subjects, while our NCV students need to pass a minimum of 5 subjects to continue to be funded. Very important, you're not allowed to switch or change programs once you've enrolled and been funded by NSFAS. It's also important to note that you must complete your program in a set time. NSFAS has a funding period of only 3 registrations plus an additional 1. Please read your NSFAS guide as to more information regarding funding periods and how long you qualify to study under a NSFAS bursary. Very important and good news for our students. All NSFAS applicants who are successful qualify to receive allowances, and allowances consist out of traveling or accommodation, and also the new personal care allowance for you to buy those needed necessities. Documents required when applying for a NSFAS bursary are as follows. Students need to bring a copy of their ID as well as their parent or guardian's IDs along with a proof of income. For those students who are applying for allowances, you also need to provide us with your banking details as well as a lease agreement for students staying at private accommodation. Students must note that allowances are disbursed in monthly payments, and that is stretched over the period of the year over 10 months. Our semester students would be receiving payments, 5 payments for the first semester, another 5 for the second semester, while our NCV year students will be receiving 10 payments from February up until the end of October. Very important for bursary students is noting that allowance payments are linked to your class attendance, and the Department of Higher Education specifies that student must have a monthly class attendance of a minimum 80%. So no 80% attendance, unfortunately, no payment for that month. When applying for a NSFAS bursary, it's important to note that you have to register a My NSFAS account by going onto the NSFAS website, www.nsfas.org.za. There you will need, number one, a cell phone and also a valid email address to create your account and then to be able to apply for a NSFAS bursary. Very important regarding your My NSFAS account. The reason you need to register is, number one, yes, you need to apply, but secondly, this will also be the communication channel through which NSFAS will inform you if your application has been successful or unsuccessful, if you need to submit new documents, or if there's anything wrong with the application and you need to contact them. So, very important, register your My NSFAS account and ensure that your contact details are up to date.
Thank you so much to Clive and to Patisa. It is, young people, it is very important to visit the NSFAS website. And so if you have forgotten today what has been shared, go to the website and familiarize yourself with the information. Now, one of the big questions that has been raised by our audience is the issue of accommodation. And I would like Mr. Shrika to respond to the next couple of questions. So here we go. Does False Bay TVET College provide accommodation to students? Do you offer accommodation to students that come from other provinces? And is there accommodation for distance learning students who are required to write an external exam? Mr. Shrika, would you like to respond to these questions?
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Nell, and good afternoon all. Our residence at Westlake campus is mainly for Westlake campus occupational students who reside more than 40 kilometers away. Students who qualify for the NSFAS bursary for the private accommodation allowance may apply for accommodation at Westlake. However, T's and C's will apply. In terms of your question regarding the distance learning students, they may be accommodated during the external examinations only, and that's provided we also have accommodation available at that time. I normally refer them to the hostel accommodation manager who will then assist them. It is not a service which is advertised and merely handled on ad hoc basis if we receive an inquiry. Thank you, Mrs. Snell.
Thank you so much, Mr. Schlicker. So we are now moving along to the last segment of our webinar. For False Bay TVET College, supporting our students in a holistic manner is very important to ensure academic success. And you've heard the various campus managers speaking to student support services. And should you choose to study at False Bay College, you stand to benefit from, obviously, work integrating learning services, the Center for Entrepreneurship, as well as student support services. And we will explore these services now in the next segment. Thank you.
Work integrated learning is a brilliant model because they spend 6 months at the college for theory, and thereafter they come to the workshops and they do 6 months of practical training, and it's a good program. We have 8 apprentices training at the CMC.
For CMC Auto Panel and Dell's Motor Group as a company, it has been an extremely positive experience working with False Bay College. False Bay College are the experts in learning, we are the experts in automotive body repair. Bringing the two together and integrated learning helps us produce highly skilled artisans, which our country sorely needs at this moment.
All the equipment is state of the art. The most modern technology is available here, and I feel that is the way to go forward.
Ever since, we've had every single one of our apprentices go through the college, and at any given time we have up to 8 apprentices within our business.
I've been here for 2.5 years at CMC Auto Panel, and I love it here.
We believe in the ability and potential of all our students. We believe that we must prepare them for the workplace.
Angeline started with me. While she was working at TMK Solutions, she discovered that this is actually what she wants to do. Then she studied at False Bay College, and she then is with me actually currently for 5 years.
I've studied at False Bay College part-time. I've completed my N6 in financial management. Studying and working at the same time, I realized that what's happening in the real world and what the college is teaching us is current, the same.
Thank you to the college for training their students in such a way that helps companies like ourselves to further our business with competent students.
With the support of our work integrated learning department, workshops are held with students at campus where they focus on CV writing, soft skills, which is life skills, as well as interview skills.
I studied at False Bay College in 2006 for a year, and then I got an internship here at Steamboat Golf Club through False Bay College, and since then I've been here for 13 years. I loved every moment of it, and from theory to the practical part of working in the kitchen and giving me the opportunity to come do my internship here and doing on-the-job training. That gave me the opportunity to get the job here.
False Bay approached me with in-service students doing the in-service training, some of them becoming head chefs in various places. Werner is probably my longest standing senior sous chef. He's been head chef at certain sites that I've taken over for periods of time. So yeah, he's my right-hand man. The way it helps industry is when they come in and we have the extra hands for big functions and so on. Yeah, it does help our business, and at the same time, hopefully, being busy, it helps them get the real idea of what chefing is all about. And at the same time, you know, producing the ideal employees that you'd want.
At the end, 90% of our students are being placed. It's really phenomenal. The ones that we've placed, they got permanent positions. They will call and say, Mrs. Matthews, don't you have interns? We need 10 interns or 5. So we continue building that relationship due to what we've given them.
I would recommend False Bay College to find students that will be able to intern at your company, and even as they're successful interns, to work for your company.
Good day, everyone. I am Monica Lakay, and I am the Work Integrated Learning Manager at False Bay College. I represent the Work Integrated Learning Department, which is basically the link between the students, the education department, government, as well as partnerships. The Work Integrated team basically consists of 5 different Work Integrated Learning managers, which is responsible and supporting the Work Integrated Learning team throughout the placement process. There's also 1 administrator, as well as 2 additional interns that assist us with the administrative duties. The team consists, first of all, of Joanne Zunani, and she is responsible for the finance related programs, as well as public management, as well as management assistant programs. Then we have Marlene Mitchell, and she is responsible for our hospitality programs, our educate programs, our tourism programs, as well as our IT support systems. Then we have Namtla, and she's responsible for office administration, business management, as well as human resources and system support students. Then we have Winston Darmons, and Winston is responsible for all of our electrical engineering students to place them in industry, our construction students, civil construction, as well as safety in society. Last but not least, we have Stanton van der Rede, very experienced, and he is responsible for our engineering as well, our welding programs, engineering motors, spray painting, and so forth as well. Work Integrated Learning assists with seeking and gaining internship opportunities. We also connect with industry partners. We then assist successful graduates with placement into industries related to their field of study. Seek practical experience for graduates to become qualified artisans. Work Integrated Learning focused on 3 focus areas. First of all, we've got preparation of the students. We have partnerships that we form with industry, and then we place the learners on completion. For the learners to qualify to to become part of the work integrated learning, they need to go through a set of, they need to be in their final year or in the last phase of the qualification. Like for instance, the NCV students, they need to have passed a certain amount of subjects, like 21 subjects. And we also have, like for instance, your N6 learners that also have to pass, for instance, up to 12 subjects that they have to pass that before they can actually enroll with the work integrated department. For the learners or the students to qualify to be placed by the work integrated learning department, they first of all need to be a student of False Bay College. They need to have successfully completed their studies, like they must have a pass rate. Then they need to have registered with work integrated learning department. We must have obtained the CV and the updated CV as well as updated contact details so that we will be able to assist them in throughout the placement process. As part of our services operations, we also do work readiness training. So during the work readiness training, we prepare the learner to conduct themselves in an appropriate manner when they enter the workplace. We currently have an 86% plus rate of successful graduates that are placed in the workplace, and they're quite happy. We have recurring employers that came back, to request more learners from us, and that is just showing you our commitment towards assisting you, the students of False Bay College, to ensure that you are successful. But I would like to urge you to commit yourself to the program, because your future is the most important thing for us. It's important that you complete your work integrated learning so that through that you would be able to complete your qualification. So yes, that's my message to you, and I'm looking forward to assisting you.
My name is Steve Reed. I'm the Center Manager for the Center for Entrepreneurship Rapid Incubator of False Bay College. I want to talk to you about why we exist. We were established in 2015 to support young people who want to start and build their own business. We focus on young people from the broad geographic area that the college serves. So the whole False Bay area is the footprint that we focus on. How we do this, how do we shift young people to move from a mindset of looking for a job and to a mindset of creating their own enterprise? The entrepreneurial journey is exciting, but it's also scary and demanding. We aim to support and build aspiring entrepreneurs through a process of incubation. Our motto is, we grow resilient, innovative youth enterprises. We do this through 4 key components. Learning, and our learning is action-oriented and there to help the person implement into their business. Secondly, coaching and mentoring. It's a very important part that helps people build their business with the input and support of others. Thirdly, market and finance linkages. Most young people, when they start out, don't have a large network. And so we leverage our network to help them. And finally, personal development workshops, where we help young people to build the entrepreneurial mindset, that true grit, that courage, that perseverance that's necessary to build a business. We support all sorts of businesses, from those that provide products to those that provide services. For those that provide products and are into manufacturing, we also provide access to 2 mini factories, the one being a metal infrastructure factory and the other one being a woodworking factory. And then we also provide access to a makerspace where there's 3D printing and design facilities as well. In the past, we've assisted over 80 people to start and build sustainable businesses, and they have gone on to create nearly 200 jobs. And I want to finish off by just sharing how some students from our college have gone on and created really great businesses. I think of Tenchwell Solomons, who studied plumbing and construction at Westlake campus. And he now runs a wonderful business called Born Free Construction. And he has even supplied business and construction work to the college in 4 campuses. I think of Brian Carolison, who studied welding and returned back to the Center for Entrepreneurship and now runs a manufacturing business as well as a 3D business, and he's supplying companies like De Beers. And finally, I think of Yandisa Langa, who studied at our Fishhook campus and then went on to launch his business called Langa Mountain Enterprises, where he grows vegetables. And these are amazing tomatoes and all sorts of vegetables, which he supplies to many restaurants and to supermarkets, etc. We recognize that most students that come to our college, they're there to study and follow their chosen profession. However, we want you to know that we will reach out to you and that you have an open door to come and find out about the Center for Entrepreneurship. Here are a couple of the ways that you can get in contact with us. Firstly, we run an annual event called Poster and Pitch. And it's very simply you coming up with an idea that can become a business. So you don't have to have a business plan. You just create, and we'll help you with this, you just create a one-pager. And we've seen in the last 5 years, we've seen how some of those business ideas have translated into actual businesses. And here's the thing, for entering, you could win a handsome prize towards that business. I think it's 10,000 Rand for a first prize. A second way is that we will come and visit every campus during the orientation as well. Particularly for certain courses, we'll come and visit you in the class. And at that time, it's very important to engage. Yes, your future lies ahead, but perhaps your future can mesh in with entrepreneurship. But we look forward to engaging with you. Remember, it's up to you if you're going to fly high. I want to finish off by just saying that Zig Ziglar says, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start if you want to be great. And I trust that we're going to be seeing some of you starting your entrepreneurial journey with us.
Greetings, everyone. This is Mr. Lutwe Dumisani Favor, Student Support Manager at False Bay TVET College. I'm here today to speak about student support services. As you'd know that in our institution, student support services plays the most important part in developing, maintaining success, and ensuring throughput in our students' lives. So according to our policy document, student support services is mandated to ensure that our students' life at the college is guaranteed success. Together with that, our policy document ensures that we act in line with our student support framework. And what does our student support framework says? Student support framework says that we should organize all programs in line with the needs of our students, that those would be orientation, academic support, it would then be extramural activities. We operate under the 3 pillars as assigned or mandated by our student support framework. These 3 pillars, pre-entry support, on-course support, and exit support. What is our role on pre-entry support? We ensure that your decision making, it is accurate. Where you need assistance for guidance with career options, we are there. We support you. Where you need counseling, if you are confused, you are not sure which programs you should enroll for, we career counsel you. Not only that, but we also ensure that during your entry in our institution, you know and you understand our code of conduct, you understand all as well as contracting of our institution. Not only that, we also ensure that you are welcomed, well welcomed during our orientation. On course support, remember, as I indicated that on course support, our mandate is to ensure your academic success. When you are with us, we have to integrate across all these other departments, your academic department, your will or your work integrated learning department, and other departments that ensures your success. Remember, the government always says there must be investment payment. You don't waste your time at the institution. You are here to learn, get your qualification, and go join the corporate world. Now, on course as well, this is what we also do. We focus on your personal support. What is personal support? In most institutions, it is defined as that support extra than academic support. What do we do? Life skills. As you are in our institution, we have to ensure that you are well. We have to ensure that you are well built to maintain your success or to maintain your career within our institution. Counseling. What is for? Counseling is for all the other issues that you might have come up with, either be at home, personally, or in the environment around you. We create a balance in your life against your studies so that you can come out of our institution as you hope for. The third one is health and wellness. What is the intention for health and wellness? Health and wellness is not only to check if you are well, but to also maintain your health during your stay in our institution, because you matter after your studies or after you acquire your qualification. So basically, that is what we do on course, ensuring that your success within our institution is not just academic, but beyond academic. Exit support. This is very important. Here we don't play much, but we give support because there is a department that is set out to look after you. What is student leadership? As you all know, called SRC. It plays the most important role in our institution. What it does is it plays an important integral role within the policy development and the governance of the institution. Well, we pride ourselves with the best SRC or student leadership so far, and we maintain to be the best in the country. We've got MOOT as well. What is MOOT? MOOT is one program that ensures as well that it works together with health and wellness to build your confidence, to build your esteem, and to actually mold the type of a person that you should become in the future. Extramural activities are part of our lives, and we play that role. We take part in that space. Well, as I end, let me quote from my archives. We need to understand that student support services is the vehicle to take our students to their future. And we are all co-drivers. Buckle up. It's time to take them home. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Sipuka Zanazo, a student from False Bay College, Kailicha campus. I am currently doing level 4 office administration. I am the SRC president and also the newly elected provincial chairperson of the Western Cape. I'll be speaking about student life at False Bay College, my personal view, SRC and student support, academics, lecturers, students and management, and the extramurals we have at False Bay College. We have the Student Representative Council together with the student support officers, which are mainly known as the SSOs. The student support officers and the SRC work hand in hand together. They work hand in hand to deal with student complaints, requests, queries. They also work together to do projects and everything. The SSOs are there to facilitate the SRC through their leadership journey. The SRC and the SSO also work together on orientations, community work, mobile clinics, SRC elections, and SRC projects. As the SRC, we don't only stop by doing work at college only. We also step out and do community projects with our community, which each and every year, each campus has to do a community project. We were part of the GBV campaign. So what Kailicha campus did, they looked for a home where they kept abused women and children, a home where they could run to. So they decided to do a GBV campaign to that. About academics, a student needs to know that academics are very important. The only way you can maintain that is by attending class, working hard, listening attentively, taking part in all the classroom activities. It helps prepare you for your exams. And another thing, at False Bay College, we have the 80% attendance rule, which means you have to be in class for about 80% of the time. Don't bunk, it's not an option. So the communication channel between students and lecturers is a very progressive one. You even find out that some students feel comfortable talking to the lecturers because of the communication that was built all in all. And the students, the way they communicate with the management is via their SRC and class reps. At False Bay College, we also have extramurals. We also have drama and poetry. We also have sport. We have netball and soccer. It's also like the other extramural activities whereby each campus has its own group, and when there's competition, they combine as one to form a False Bay team. We also have choir, that each and every campus has its own choir. And when there's a competition, we combine as the 5 campuses to form False Bay Choir. 2 years ago, there was a competition that False Bay hosted at Kailicha campus. We mixed with other colleges as it was a festival. The program MOOT is used to build students' self-esteem, and it also prepares them to know how to speak in front of people. I am proud of False Bay College because it has taught me a lot of things. I have grown from the person I was the past 3 years, and I have learned how to deal with academic life, my own life, and how to balance things. Come and apply at False Bay College because here you gain a lot of knowledge and there are a lot of opportunities. You don't just learn theory, you also learn practically of the work. False Bay College, my dream, my college. Thank you.
So thank you so much to our presenters. We have a couple of questions. The first question I'm going to direct to Mrs. Vermaak, and the question relates to the type of support services that we do offer to students with disabilities. Mrs. Vermaak?
Thank you, Mrs. Nell. So False Bay College has 2 full-time occupational therapists. So any student who discloses their disability, they are first assessed by the occupational therapists and a recommendation is made. So a student with a disability that is accepted at our institution is supported. They are supported with assistive devices, whether it's specialized software, whether it's a scribe for exams, whether it's someone to read the exam paper to them. There's a host of different support services that we do offer.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Vermaak. Mrs. Torona, I would like you to respond to the next question. The question really relates to what type of support distance learning is putting in place for students that are studying at home, and is there or are there support services and mechanisms that you are putting in place?
Yes, Mrs. Nell, definitely. We are very passionate about supporting our students at distance learning. We have got a system whereby a tutor is employed to support each and every subject. The tutor supports the students by answering questions. It's very often via WhatsApp. We also create WhatsApp groups with our students. We've got email support and also directly from our learning management system, there's communication which is done with the students. Feedback is provided to the students after assessments. They are also welcome to view their assessments, which they've done afterwards. And we also support them with extra intervention classes where we find that there's a subject at risk after we've evaluated their results.
Thank you so much. Mrs. Vermaak, the issue of career guidance is a rather critical one for young people. And so the question here is, what type of career advisory support is it that we offer? And how can these young people access it? Would you respond to the question?
Now, so one of the important things for us is that the right student is in the right course. If you're not in the right course, you are not going to be successful. So the correct placement of a student at the beginning to ensure that they are in the right course is very critical for the success of the student. What we do have is an online career interest questionnaire, and this is available to students through our website, and this will be uploaded shortly. But what we also have on campus is the ability for our program heads and our senior lecturers to answer questions that students may have. So if a student is feeling unsure, they can go onto the website. There is a host of information on the website. If they're still unsure, they can contact the campus and ask to speak to somebody. If they are still unsure after that, then there is the interest questionnaire that should be up and running through our website very soon. Remember, 2020 has taught us all kinds of new things, and this was something we used to do previously on campus, and now it's something that it will then give students 3 options. So it'll say option number 1, option number 2, option number 3, based on a variety of questions that you answer.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Vermaak. At this point, I would just like to encourage or remind our attendees to please ensure that you do visit the NSFAS website as well as False Bay College website for further information. So the next 2 questions I'm going to direct to Ms. Monica Lekay, who is our Work Integrated Learning Manager. Monica, the first question is, how does the college ensure that the learners are guaranteed internships, especially now during the pandemic? It's tough times. And the second question is, how does the college support Will for learners, and how do they encourage employers to embark on employing Will learners?
Thank you, Mrs. Nell. So first of all, as a Will department, we are very committed to make sure, or like we said earlier, we're very committed to the success of the learners. But however, the college cannot guarantee work integrated learning or internship opportunities with companies for all its students. We are encouraging our students to be proactive in sourcing internships with companies as well as volunteering opportunities. The college, however, does apply to various theatres for funding to support work integrated learning. And funding, however, the funding applications it's not always successful. We also have a database of companies that we approach for Will, should funding be secured from the theatres as well. The question number 2, and that has to do with the support for learners. So first of all, students have to be registered for Will. We provide an updated CV, updated contact details, and attend a compulsory work readiness program. The work readiness program offered to students helps in transitioning the students from the college to the world of work, which may include internships or employment opportunities. The training includes interviewing techniques, CV writing, how to make decisions, how to handle conflict in the workplace, as well as being a productive employee. It is the prerogative of companies to employ students after completing their Will program. However, while students are in the workplace for internships, they need to give their best shot, which will in turn increase their levels of employability. Thank you, Mrs. Nell.
Thank you so much. Mr. Reid, it is quite economic tough times, and we find that, our economy cannot absorb everyone into employment. And so what is it that how is the CFE supporting young people at the college whilst they are studying at the college? And the second question related to that is that if you are not at the college, how do they access these services? Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Nell. So the first part of that question is related to young people and the possibility that they may be involved in entrepreneurship. And we recognize that it's not an easy route that they have to walk in, but we try and break it down into small steps and have what we call catalytic events, which make it easier for young people to conceptualize an idea and translate that into a business. And we do that regularly, and it actually ends into a lovely event and that everyone learns from, and some people go on and produce and start a business. The second part of that is that, and thank you for asking that question, is how do you access the services of the center if you are not at the college? Well, we are engaged with the communities around us. and we would be keen to engage with you. We do put out calls for budding entrepreneurs, those who wish to start their own business, and the contact details are quite important. So we will also share that as well. But you're welcome to contact us via the Center for Entrepreneurship details. Thank you, Mrs. Nell.
Mr. Reed, thank you. Would you just quickly remind us about the website address for the CFE?
Certainly, that is www.falsebayincubate.co.za. That's falsebayincubate.co.za.
Thank you so much to our panelists. I am checking quickly the Q&A. I see that all questions and answers have been responded to, also in the chat. So if there are no more questions, then we are nearing the end. So I trust that you really received the information that you need today to make an informed decision in terms of your career. If there are not questions that we have not responded to, please engage with us via our website, but also you may visit the campus should you so wish. I am now going to, before I'm going to ask Ms. Hendricks to conclude from my side, I want to thank all our panelists. I want to thank every parent, every teacher, and every young person that have joined us today, and have a blessed day further. Mrs. Hendricks?
Thank you very, very much, Mrs. Nell. And I also just want to reiterate to the parents, to the students, to any other visitor to our webinar today, thank you very, very much for joining us. You know, they say successful people make a decision on where they want to be. And I really hope today that the information which forms the basis of any decision, that the information has been useful. And I really want to say to you that we look forward to welcoming you as a student to False Bay College in 2021. Thank you very much.